continue right to the bottom end of its overall downward channel.
Yeah, plus you actually have descending triangle here as well, so that's definitely edgy because you have the
When you
yeah,
zoom all the way out, that's what it looks like.
Let me see, one sec. Oh, I see. Okay, so it's actually channel. I see what you're saying. Huh. Yeah, I just saw the little triangle thing.
It's too many channels in the channel.
Yeah, there's a lot of channels.
You're not wrong.
No, but where it breaks from here will likely determine where it will continue for the rest of the day.
Yeah, that is true.
I'm gonna go talk with someone, but I'll be back in a bit to trade. So good luck with
Okay.
Later.
I'm still sleeping anyway.
And everything's gone flat. Right, I'm gonna go get something to drink.
That is a good idea.
Maybe alcoholic, maybe not. We'll see how we go.
And just a reminder, we've got data at the bottom of the hour. It's Australia GDP fourth quarter. Quarter on quarter, we're expecting 0.3% rise, and year on year a rise of 2.6%.
Oh, that's now. GDP.
Wakey wakey. Coffee time, isn't it?
GDP time, Australia. That's gonna shake the tree on everything Australia. Pretty hard.
You still got a Aussie yen trade on the go, I guess.
Oh, yeah. But I'm not so sure I should do anything about it in the news. It's pretty bullish. Let's see what the Nikkei does.
It's 1 minute now to the Australian GDP numbers fourth quarter. Quickly referencing again the Australian dollar against the US dollar at 70.87 as we await those numbers to come through. We'll be starting with the quarter on quarter figure and then the year on year figure for GDP.
Oh, the Australian dollar is very high. How's the Swiss? Basically, it's a buy.
10 seconds.
Oh yeah, spread is going up.
Woo!
Never mind.
0.2%.
That's a breakout.
On the month-on-month, 2.3% is again a miss for the year-on-year. Australia GDP fourth quarter confirmed in at 0.2% quarter-on-quarter. We were expecting 0.3%, and year-on-year 2.3%. We were expecting 2.6%. We've seen an immediate move there on the Australian dollar. No surprise really. Down at 70.74. Make that 70.69 against the US dollar. Compares with around the 70.85 area just prior to those numbers being released. Certainly seems to chime with what we were hearing earlier from the RBA's governor. His concerns about third and fourth quarter GDP.
Alright, that's a new low.
Australian dollar now at 70.63 to the US dollar.
Retesting the support. There we go.
Australian dollar continuing to extend its losses now at 70.62. We just saw it go there against the US dollar.
Nika is not falling fast enough. Yeah, that's a new low now.
It's also a revision to the year-on-year figure for the previous period, now recorded at 2.7% as opposed to a previous 2.8%.
There's no target.
Australian dollar continuing to lose ground after those disappointing quarter four GDP numbers. Right now down at 70.52 to the US dollar. That just compares with where it was prior, which was around 70.89. So it's come off a fair bit there.
What do you reckon? Is it telling the truth? Is it going to continue, or is it all bullshit?
I'm not so sure. That's why I'm still holding. That would be it would have been a nice trade, but I have no clue, and I have no short target anyway. Maybe the moving average from the 4 hour.
Jesus Christ, what happened miles away? The fuck?
I told you it's a bad time to leave.
Well, I wasn't in, I didn't have a pony in that race, I'm not in any Aussie pairs, so... In fact, it's actually held my trades. Just made a lower low. Found it.
The guy starts to drop too. How much was that?
Well, I put in a warning to the and tagged the addicts just in case they're in any Aussie trades. So definitely glad I did that.
Yeah, good job. Thank you for the warning.
Yeah.
It's probably pulling back now. Holy shit.
That was loud.
Is that your wake-up alarm?
Yeah.
Wake up, SwingFish. Well, I'm guessing that broke whatever structure you're looking at for SwingFish.
Yeah, but I have no target.
Are you at the hedge?
Yeah, just now.
Pound yen, downward sloping VWAP. Rejected. Retesting now. I'm still bearish on it. Guess not.
Hearing from White House advisor Bolton saying that North Korea has to reassess its strategy.
Right. Just about paid for the hedge.
Not yet.
Yeah, because I reversed my hedge when I realized how stupid my buy was. just breaks below this little horizontal level, that'd be wonderful.
I knew something was up when that AJ dropped.
I wonder you. Come on, break it.
No, it's pretty much stopped. USD too.
Rejected. Shit.
Yeah, it's projecting. My target's a little bit lower. Don't tell me this was a fake. Looks like it.
Can't really set targets here. Shoot. Yeah, I can. What's gold doing? Nothing. Yay, it broke. Broke horizontal. Let's go.
Which one?
Pound yen broke its previous low.
Oh. Oh yeah, the Nikkei is going down.
Okay, I can breathe now.
The Nikkei isn't moving anymore. Shit, that's a pullback. That looks like a pullback. I haven't reached the target yet. Looks like it's just overshot.
Just another little push and I'll close out. Gotta get to bed, I've got work tomorrow.
The Nikkei stopped moving.
More from the National Security Advisor Bolton there, saying that the door is open for North Korea. US is ready to make a deal.
Yeah, that looks like a pullback.
Yeah, it looks like it might just pull back to view up. If it starts pulling back but doesn't quite make it to view up, I'll hold my short. Pound yen. There'll be a clear sign of a reversal.
It's trying, that's for sure. Guys, I'm back up. Ah, shit. Come on, Nikkei.
Drop it.
Yeah, nothing moving. It's just dead. Ah, it just ticked up. Shit, that looks like a fake.
Maybe.
Looks like the dollar is going up. Yeah, gold is going a bit down, but not very much.
Pound yen's back in structure, and it doesn't seem to want to break back below. I'm kind of tempted to just close out here and just take the 0.2% and go to bed. Oh shit! Mega Man's here. He's alive.
Can you hear me?
Hey!
Yeah.
Yeah, you're back.
I am back. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool, cool. How's everybody been?
Yeah, not too bad. Same old, same old.
Yeah, same old, same old.
Where have you been?
Here and there, everywhere.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I was back home visiting my mom. Out in California, checking out my best friend, and I spent a couple weeks in the rainy season down in Costa Rica.
Oh,
Well, almost 2 weeks.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that's like a holiday for you.
Well, from what I understand, I missed a couple of snowstorms here, so that was good.
Snowstorms. Don't you live in a desert?
Yeah, but you know, we still get occasional snow. It snows in the desert, man. Well, unless it's Arizona, that's different.
Well, you're in New Mexico, right?
Correcto mundo.
Ah,
So who's this Doji-san? Is that the same as Doji Rock?
No,
No.
different user.
Okay, all right.
Doji Rock's definitely cooler.
Say again?
Doji Rock's definitely cooler.
Oh, shucks.
Hey, there he is.
And your,
Man,
your microphone is fucked again.
I know it.
Nikai is not moving at all.
Yeah, it's kind of it makes me worry.
Yeah, pound yen's definitely bearish. Jesus Christ.
I guess it's gonna take some time.
Ooh, pound yen's dropping. Nice, nice.
Yeah, but the Nikkei isn't really there yet. ASEAN is stopped moving at the pivot. S2. It's just 14 pips to the target. Why is it stopped there? It kinda worries me, to be honest. ICUSD the same. They have no target for ICUSD actually. Let's just switch to 30 minutes quickly. Okay, on the 30 minute chart there is a nice target, but this is pretty far. It's like 33 pips.
Dollar's gonna keep going up.
Sorry?
So it looks like the dollar might keep going up.
Oh yeah, gold is rejecting.
See what I put in trade memes. Ooh, yeah, just broke another support level.
Ah, the Nikkei starts to move. Oh yeah, but no lower low yet.
Pound yen's tanking. It's gonna hit my target at this rate. What's going on? Shit never hits my target. Must be something going wrong.
What's your target?
For pound yen is 146.83. Basically just between two support levels. Or just like the average of daily supports.
Yeah, the Nikkei has some trouble.
Yeah, Nikkei's approaching a support level. I could probably just close pound yen when it hits it.
Oh yeah, I see it. Horizontal, but this should not be that serious. Actually,
Yeah, I'm seeing a trend support.
yeah, the trend support is a lot more down. It's 21,480. Oh wait, my trend line is wrong. 21,5.
My Nikkei chart's a bit messy, but this is pretty much what I'm seeing. Trading.
Oh yeah, that makes sense actually.
China's central bank expected to set the yuan midpoint today at 6.7055 to the US dollar. That's according to a Reuters estimate. We'll know the results in around 20 minutes' time.
Nah, I'm just gonna close here. I've got work in the morning, so.
Yeah, the Nikkei looks like it's not one to do it, but the VWAP is very, very solid. Don't know why it's holding it back. This the US index is doing. Oh yeah, it looks bad. Shit. I guess we have to wait it out. The US index is going up.
Television, a few comments coming through from the Singaporean Communications Minister, Iswaran. He's saying that the China-US trade talks are good news for investor sentiment. He's obviously talking about the latest stage, not the whole process. He's also saying that Singapore is waiting to see if the US-China talks are durable.
Durable. Come on, Nikkei.
Alright, that's me flat. I'm gonna go to bed. I'll probably see you tomorrow. See you later.
Alright. Yeah, it looks like the Australian dollar is gonna go back up.
You think?
I'm not so sure yet. Stopped 14 pips before the target, which is kind of strange.
Yeah, but you know what? Yesterday, doesn't look like it's moved very much the last couple of days, really.
Yeah, it doesn't move. It didn't move at all. The dollar is going up pretty good. But this could be the Australian dollar reaction. Shit, yeah, this is moving pretty fast.
Sheesh. All of a sudden, huh?
Let's see what the guy is doing now. Set the VWAP.
I don't know. I think that looks like the Aussie dollar's got some room to the downside.
Yeah, Aussie another about 14 pips to go, but it's just stopped. What's that other thing this is? Probably just gonna retest the VWAP. Yeah, the Aussie dollar has actually a lot to go. About 37.
How's my mic sound now?
Perfect. You're back. Oh, I don't like that at all. Dollar stopped moving too.
Oh man. Hello, testing.
Works fine.
Alright. Does it sound better now?
Yeah, like before. Looks like the Nikkei is holding for whatever reason. There's nothing. Okay, some horizontal shit. Previous low. Nothing too serious. Okay, the drop from yesterday was at the same place. Maybe that's why it stopped. Yeah, that's the only thing that makes sense right now. Just switch to 15 minutes here. Ah, the dollar is going back up. Keep going up. Continue going up. Wow, what the hell? Come on, Nikkei. Why is it taking so long?
Well, the market just opened, didn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. There's some volatility coming in for no reason. Gold is not really going down.
Some comments coming through now from Australia's treasurer, Frydenberg, saying that he's talking to media at the moment in Canberra, saying that the economy is fundamentally in good shape.
Yeah, whatever.
He's speaking after data, of course, that show that fourth quarter GDP rose by, well, 0.2%. Still, of course, positive. It's still growth, but it's less than was expected.
Yeah, now the Nikkei is dropping like a stone.
What the hell was that?
It's been reported by CNN that
Dog.
pressured staff at the White House to grant security clearance to Ivanka Trump. Trump pressured aides to grant Ivanka security clearance. Is what CNN is saying.
It's Alpha Dog, reminding the other one that she is Alpha Dog. Here we go, down to the sewer. Let's go.
It doesn't look like it. Dollar is pulling back. Gold is not dropping anymore. Oh, but the Nikkei is looks like the Nikkei is continuing. Oh yeah, that's a new low, actually. Let me have a look. Yeah, that's a new low. $21,500, I reckon.
Down she goes.
There she blows. Not really. We're gonna need some help from the dollar, which doesn't happen right now. Oh, it's just retesting. Let's see where it's going from here.
More from Australia's Treasurer Frydenberg says government is to deliver budget surplus in April. Of course, not a moment too soon. There are elections, of course, taking place in Australia in May.
Somebody is doing damage control, huh? Looks like this is not gonna happen. This is taking way too long.
And the BOJ offers to buy 480 billion yen's worth of JGBs in the 5 to 10 year maturities. Also offers to buy 25 billion of index-linked JGBs. That's from the 7th of March. So effectively, the BOJ raises the purchases of 5 to 10 year bonds after the frequency of them was cut. And the PBOC skips its reverse repos today, drains a net 60 billion yuan in open market operation.
Oh, gold made a new low, but not lower as the gap. Oh, there was a gap? You're right, there was a gap. Ah, it was just rollover. Looks like the dollar is back on its way, but the Nikkei isn't. Oh, the dollar is going back down. It's below VWAP, sort of.
Very slowly.
Yeah. If I hate one thing, then it's slow grinding death. This kinda looks like this. Ah, not yet. That doesn't look so good.
And the PBOC sets the yuan midpoint at 6.7053 to the US dollar. The last close was at 6.7088. So the midpoint there fixed today at 6.7053. certainly noteworthy is just how close that forecast was to the actual eventual fixing. The forecast that Reuters had was 6.7055, came in at 6.7053 to the US dollar.
Yeah, it looks like the dollar is done.
Order filled.
Well, it was just a very slow reversal. I'm kinda confused, to be honest.
Well, what's that saying? Oh yeah, just look for the path of least resistance, man.
That's true.
Sheesh, man. Ooh, I need a nap. I'm friggin' drowsy for some reason.
Yeah, me too, but I just woke up actually an hour ago. Phew, this is a very tough one.
Grinding lower.
Yeah, it's just at S2 now. Made a new low, but the Aussie dollar didn't. Could be a fake. The dollar doesn't move very much, gold doesn't move very much. Something is coming up in a second. 13,150.
And a reminder of a couple of things taking place at the bottom of the hour. First of all, we'll have the opening of the last of the major cash equity markets in Asia Pacific, namely mainland China and Hong Kong. The Hang Seng Index showing as likely to open up by 0.1% at 29,003 points. The other highlight, of course, at 1:30 GMT is going to be comments from the Bank of Japan's Harada, who is speaking in Kofu. On the fixed income side as well, at the same time, we'll get the results of the Korean Central Bank's bond sale. This is the 2-year government bonds. They're looking to sell 2.7 trillion won.
Oh yeah, the Hang Seng gap down a little bit.
And look at that UCAD, man.
Yeah.
Out to this. Damn.
Oh, I'm actually flat on my swing trade account. I have to find something new to trade on that one. The Nikkei fighting pretty hard. Well, sediment-wise, everything looks good. It just doesn't move.
You know what? Looks like it might be something soon. Is dollar Singapore dollar.
Ah, but this went up quite substantially already with the dollar. Looks like the Hang Seng is dropping. Yeah, it's strange. Hang Seng is dropping, Nikkei is dropping, dollar is going up, but Aussie yen doesn't move.
For that Aussie yen to potentially drop here if it breaks out of the ATR range,
news. Again,
which is pretty
repeat,
close to
we
doing.
got breaking news coming up right now.
Yeah, the Nikkei is fighting it pretty hard.
Sheesh, man, it seems like old times.
Oh, the last 2 months were terrible. You did the right thing.
Yeah, it's pretty good timing, I think. Still nothing happened. Why is that so slow?
Ah, pulling back again. This is the third time. Shit. That's usually a bad sign.
You talking about Aussie yen?
In general, the indices just stop moving, and the dollar is retesting the VWAP again. Not good at all.
And results coming in a little ahead of schedule there. The Korean Central Bank selling 2.7 trillion won of 2-year bonds at an average of a yield of 1.86%.
The Nikkei makes lower lows, but it's moving extremely slow.
Higher, around 0.1% higher now. Let's have a look at quickly at the mainland Chinese bourses, and there we've got the Shanghai Composite expected to open up by 0.2%, and the CSI 300 to open up also 0.2%. Meanwhile, a reminder that also at the bottom of the hour we've got the comments coming through from Bank of Japan's Harada. Just in case it's worth a quick look at the currency, we've seen some movement in dollar yen. It's been quite compelling, really, watching the movements there in the sort of last half hour or hour or so. We have seen it sort of come off from 111.86 down to 111.75. Again, it's not huge movements. Certainly firmly above the 111 area. It's easy to forget how recently it was that we were at just holding on to the 110 handle, but there it is. It's firmly in 111 territory, almost 112 territory even. So we'll see how that exchange rate develops on the back of the Harada comments. Reminder then that Harada speaks in the next few minutes, and dollar yen presently is at 111.78. That's down 0.1% on the day.
Harada speech, great. That's gonna cause some unnecessary volatility. The Nikkei keeps making lower lows, but the currencies don't really move. Ah, damn dollar.
BOJ board member Harada says underlying weakness in inflation could weigh on inflation expectations and delay the acceleration of inflation itself. BOJ's Harada says sales tax hike may cause recession and weaken CPI.
Man, what the hell is this?
Turning point. Looks like it a bit.
Harada says the BOJ must strengthen monetary easing without hesitation if the economy worsens, makes it hard to hit price goal.
Yeah, the yen pair's pulling back pretty solid. This speech is really bad timing.
More from BOJ's Harada says raising rates may not necessarily steepen the yield curve. And Harada says need stronger easing if hitting 2% becomes difficult. Harada says ending monetary easing would push down prices and worsen the economy. More from BOJ's Harada says this year's scheduled sales tax hike could hurt the economy and push down prices by weakening demand.
Well, he only says bad things, but Nikkei is going up. All the yen pairs doing the same.
BOJ's Harada says expected fall in cell phone charges could weigh on inflation and delay the achievement of BOJ's price goal. Well, so far the reaction of dollar yen fairly muted there, 111.78. BOJ's Harada now saying special factors won't make hitting CPI goal tough. And BOJ's Harada says opposed BOJ's new forward guidance adopted last July due to the view that guidance must be data dependent and not calendar dependent. From BOJ's Harada says, my view was that BOJ's forward guidance must have a phrase committing to keep rates at very low levels until inflation shows stronger than expected moves.
Looks like the dollar is breaking lower.
More from Harada says having data-dependent forward guidance would show markets that the BOJ will act flexibly to changes in the economy. Harada saying that from the end of 2018, downward risks for the economy have arisen. Harada saying that the Bank of Japan would need to ease more if the economy worsens more than expected and reduce the degree of monetary support if economy improves.
Didn't he say that already? Just the other way around?
I don't know. I kind of turned him down.
Oh, okay. You said before they're gonna make easing, and now they say they're gonna not doing it if the economy improves. Yeah, well, this is just saying the same thing, just in a different context.
Correct.
Looks like they're buying some time or what, I don't know.
Are you gonna believe me or your lying eyes?
From BOJ's Harada saying if China's import volume continues to fall, that could cloud the outlook for Japan's output and exports.
Could.
He doesn't say anything. I guess that's why the markets don't move. It's just common sense.
Events weren't just contained to foreign exchange today, with the Australian dollar obviously taking a hit after those disappointing GDP numbers that we saw from Australia. However, the same could be said for the 10-year government bond in Australia, right now yielding 2.118%, compares with around 2.157%. That's a 4 basis point move there that we saw today following those numbers.
The rest of the yen's doing. They're all down, basically.
Yeah, they're all down, but not really. There's not really any serious capitulation yet.
Yeah, it kind of makes me worry a bit. Plus, the Australian dollar is likely to pull back.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, can't really count it, but the, excuse me, dollar yen is seriously bullish. Euro yen still in the bull zone.
Yeah, but pound yen not really. Aussie yen not really too. Well, Aussie yen is consolidating.
No, the one that's really in the bear zone is pound yen and Aussie yen and CAD yen. Those at least have kind of rotated into the bear zone, but this looks like it's going to be another torturous, slow night.
Yeah, I have a bit the same feeling. This is gonna make a very big pullback. especially with the dollar going back down. But gold is not really moving, so this could be just everybody about to wake up or something like that.
More from BOJ's Harada saying risks to Japan's economy heightening as consumption remains weak despite rising household income.
The guy's right at the reverb now. It's a little bit bigger. The dollar is below already. It's the second time. That looks.
Yeah, that dollar's being real stubborn.
Yeah, that looks very, very much like a pullback is coming up in a minute. Or maybe not in a minute, but.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh my god, this is so slow.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure out something to eat. I'm probably gonna take a nap, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna make this day short too. My daughter's off school.
Some capital markets news now. We're hearing that 10-cent-backed C, as spelled as in the C side, is said to have raised 1.35 billion US dollars in an upsized share sale. And C itself is said to have.
The dollar is on the right side. Now the nickel, I
American
just have to do
depository
something
shares
about
at
it. But it looks
$22.50.
kind of strong. That looks bad. Pullback is coming up.
And that CAD yen might be a huge fall.
But the Nikkei is going very green now. Could be a fake, I'll just give it a second. But that looks pretty bad. I still have a bit to go. Maybe the dollar helps. Kinda doubt it, to be honest. Structure is holding, but no lower low. And the same for the dollar. It's decision point right here. I'm gonna get me a coffee. Be back in a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna buzz off. I'll be back a little bit later.
All right, have fun. I'm glad you have you back.
All right. Thanks, man.
The dollar is still fighting it. Just went below, but no lower low yet. This is gonna happen any minute. Aussie dollar is likely to go up. A nice pullback.
Quick look at fixed income markets more widely. We've just highlighted the 10-year Australian government bond, and of course no surprise that Aussie bond futures similarly have struck their day's highs after those disappointing fourth quarter GDP numbers that came through earlier today. But meanwhile, JGB futures gaining as the BOJ increases buying in the 5 to 10 year sector. Obviously that's supporting the 10-year space. Treasuries meanwhile are underpinned as core bonds in Asia advance and traders focus on swap spreads given Tuesday's widening. So those are the main sort of flow stories, if you like, that are affecting the debt markets today. A series of large prints in RBA OIS dates show up as front-end pricing shift modestly more dovish. 26 basis points of rate cuts this year seen versus 23 basis points before the weak fourth quarter GDP print out of Australia there. JGB futures, meanwhile, higher by 7 ticks after BOJ raised buying of its 5 to 10 year debt by 50 billion yen to partially offset the reduced frequency of operations this month.
Dollar is pretty strong. That's because of the Australian dollar, I guess.
What did I miss? What did I miss?
It's consolidating. Not so sure if the dollar goes higher. Kinda doubt it, to be honest.
Nice to have Omega back in the room, but I see speaker and microphone currently cut off.
Yeah, he went to sleep.
Oh.
Are pulling back now. But they're all below the reverb.
Well, 45 minutes ago, half an hour ago, it passed that previous low. And that kind of looks like it's retracing just up to that previous low. That's my feeling, is that it'll hit that horizontal and then carry on down.
But if the dollar is not on our side, it's going to be pretty tough to do. But yeah, Aussie Yen missed the target by 14 pips. That speaks for it.
Did you release part of your hedge?
Yeah, that's the problem. It's still good, it's below the VWAP.
Yep, I just want the yen to bomb. Keep going.
That would be nice, yeah. I'm kind of regretting not shorting pound yen actually. Actually, there was an end trade just a minute ago. Yeah, pound yen already went to the VWAP. Damn. But the dollar is kind of strange behaving. Gold also doesn't make a lower low. Just went to the level it gapped down.
Maybe we're up for a yen being in control session.
It looks more dollar-ish right now. There was some strange price action on gold, and it just went there. It made barely a lower low. So this is very, very tricky. This could pull back a lot.
I'm looking at the Aussie dollar. I'm wondering if that is the shakeout that we've seen in the last couple hours.
Aussie dollar? No, this was just interest rate. No, GDP.
Yeah, so on the back of news, it's taken all the lows. It was,
Yeah, but-
looked like it was reversing, going up, and then shot down, taking all the lows. Just looks like a shakeout kind of
Taking all
scenario.
the stops and go right back up.
You got it.
Smoke weed every day.
Good plan, good plan.
Who was that?
Not me.
Yeah, there is a lot of bullish momentum on the Aussie dollar too. Euro USD is going back up too. Shit, that is very, very bad. Cable going up too. Yeah, the dollar is definitely in control.
Really? Just looks like it's consolidating to me.
Oh. Well, the dollar went back up, but oh yeah, right. I'm wrong. Dollar went back up. Nothing more.
No.
Except US yen, but this is Swiss yen doing consolidating too. Guess you're right. It's more a Nikkei thing right now. Everything is at the reverb, and this looks kinda reversal-ish.
Seeing some comments from the Chinese state planning chairman, Ning. Most of what we're hearing is pretty much just upholding the diktats and the slogans that we saw yesterday from the Prime Minister's sort of statement before the National People's Congress event took place. But I suppose the only takeaway from the state planning today is that the chairman of the state planning is saying that he's confident that they will manage to hit the GDP forecast, which, as you'll remember, has been scaled back in any case to a range of 6 to 6.5% in 2019.
Was that Chairman Ning or Ming?
They didn't write his name. Ning.
Just checking. Phew, it's close. I watched Ted again recently, and they have that point where it's got the duck and the neighbour called Ming.
A Ted with a duck?
Yeah, the film Ted.
Ah, Ted. Oh, okay. I was thinking about TED Talk.
No, they bump into Flash Gordon at a party, do some coke.
Oh yeah. That's the second part, right?
And he punches a hole through the wall, and the neighbour next door, Mr. Ming, is there with the duck.
Yeah, I remember that scene. Yeah, that's from the second one. Well, pound yen is greenish. Fuck. What else? What about euro? Euro is still below, but it's projecting around. Where's Kiwi? Oh, yeah. Kiwi is rejecting too. Lots of rejection for no reason. I don't know why, because there is no level on any of these pairs.
Just the Nikkei on older horizontal support level. It's testing off to the left. I'm looking at the 15-minute.
Yeah, but this is not very strong. Or is it?
Zoom out a bit more.
Oh, okay, there is a lot of action. This can take time or pull back. I mean, it did pull back before, yesterday.
You got it.
Oh yeah, this is a bad area. You can even see it on the hourly. This is just a bad place to be. Testing the VWAP now. What's the dollar doing? Going a bit up, but not really much. Looks like the Nikkei is in control, and it looks very bullish. It's just consolidating. I have to wait it out. Yeah, it's going higher. Shit. No reaction to the reverb. I mean, there is some reaction, but not reverb-ish reaction. That is a bad sign. Damn, is it hot here? ASEAN has horizontal resistance too now. Yeah, it could be just a fake, but it's not supposed to break below. Probably just overshot for 11 instead of hitting the target at 14. If there's another target, it's 28 from here. I'm not sure this makes sense. No, from a higher time frame it doesn't. So the moving average on the 4 hours on the way, in the way. And back at the VWAP. Oh, the Nikkei is moving pretty strong now.
The question is, will it break above that trend line and hold, or just put its head above a couple of pips and then rip everyone off?
You mean the immediate trend line right now? This is already broken.
The one I'm seeing being broken on your live stream in the center of the screen at the moment.
Yeah. I mean that too. The rest of Sing Yen is back down. Oh, Pound Yen is above the VWAP already. US Yen to Aussie Yen at the VWAP. This looks like it's gonna go back up. Kiwi Yen has a bit to go. Pound Yen is higher already. This looks like it's gonna go back up. Maybe it's making either 61. Oh, it's going for the original target. It's very far from here. That's broken out now. Dollar going nowhere.
May not be relevant, but I put a screenshot in the trading room, and yeah, you just see all those moving averages above price currently.
Yeah. The Nikkei seems to be quite strong.
Fair point.
Shit. Come on, dollar, move it. Not that way. Oh shit. Yeah, this is gonna go up. Retesting the VWAP from the upside.
interesting regulatory story that we're picking up on now, saying that regulators in the US are thinking over the possibility of reviving a proposal on Wall Street pay limits. It's being reported by the Wall Street Journal.
All the yens, they keep moving around here. Let's put them a little bit together. Let's put them all on top. When 2.5 people over the revamp. This is borderline, but still okay following that volatility. But this looks like it's gonna go back up.
I'm thinking that the trend line break traders have hit the buy button, and it's only closed a fraction above the trend line.
I stopped 41 pips and then it stopped 14 before the support. That's so strange. Gold is going up, dollar is going up, what the fuck? Where's the cat, by the way?
We're seeing that in research, JP Morgan now changes its RBA rate call, now sees cuts in July and August. JP Morgan growth unlikely to be enough to lower the jobless rate.
Whoa, what's going on? I went to search a cat, and Aussie yen is going somewhere.
Leave again.
Looks like the trendline traders are getting screwed.
It's not there yet. But I think I'm gonna take profit at the first one. We made a lower low. Wow. Ah, it's just the dollar. The dollar went up pretty strongly. Nikkei is still above the VWAP. What do you think about the Nikkei, Doji?
I think it's going to go down. I think I've thought that for the last 3 days. Things just don't. I think they're trying to trap some bull traders right now.
But it's retesting the immediate structure right now. So that could be now a sign to go back up. I should just take profit and break even actually already.
Yeah, there is room for it to go up more as a pullback, but overall, I'm short biased. I think it might fade during this session, but I think it's gonna drop.
Setting the all take profits. That's very tricky right now. Oh, it's like Octo said, well, that will confirm what you said too. That it's just trapping some and now I'm going back down.
Yeah.
We're seeing the Australian dollar against the US dollar there, again sort of hitting another low of the day there, 70.50 against the US dollar. That's after JP Morgan sees RBA rate cuts as it's forecast. And as I say, it's had a few hits like this today, the Australian dollar obviously at different points, but that's the most recent one.
Nice, I'm 44% up on this position. It's complete nonsense, of course, it's just a hedge. Whoops. Oh, no sound. My SwingFish helper was off. Damn. Now I'm curious how this steel map looks like, because something is really fucked up with my indicator. Yeah. Show at 300 56.4% loss on my head. Now a 62% gain on the counter trade, but this is complete nonsense. Wow. Okay, that was worth waiting 2 days, that's for sure. I have to talk with TMC about that. This looks really bad.
5.9266 trillion yen of JGBs on a spot basis through March the 7th as a secondary source of JGBs. Oh, we're seeing further extension in the downside for the Australian dollar now. It just hits 74.
Holy shit, look at that.
Just came off what appears to be another cliff there, so we'll keep an eye on that for you. The Australian dollar there against the US dollar now hitting a low of the day at 70.45. Made that 70.44.
Going for the second target. I can't believe it. But there's the moving average on the 4-hour too. Doji, it's you going with that short time. What's horizontal support and resistance? I just saw you edit my chart and
yeah, that's what I'm looking at. If we stay below that, that's for scalping. I'm not freaking out until we get above that level for being wrong on direction.
Yeah, and what about the trend lines? You just don't care?
I don't use angle trend lines. I only use horizontals.
Okay, this one I made there is not that clear anyway.
Yeah.
This was just for me to feel bad about my trades.
I've tried to figure out trend line trading. I can't. I suck at it. So I just.
Well, I agree with you. Horizontals do have value, but from my experience in Forex, not at that short time. Like, okay, if you zoom out on a Nikkei, like that would make your idea actually valid. For me, it's like if you go to an hourly chart and you see this makes sense.
Yeah.
Let me just make. What price is the top of your block?
Well, on my chart it's 25.8. On yours, I just took a screenshot of yours and drew over it, so I don't know what you got there. See on the left there, the up blue and the down purple?
I see it. Okay.
That's the top of the block. The open and the close of it. And then the bottom of the block I extended to the close of that long down candle because it gapped there.
Planning to sell some government bonds, so we've got some supply coming through. 3-year government bonds and also 7-year upsized government bonds. That's from China.
It's the top. Stop typing. It's the top of the. Okay, I got it. Yeah. And the lower is. Oh, okay.
At least for me, I don't think a lot of people realize when they're marking horizontal levels, for me, every other one is significant. It's not every level, it's every other level.
All right, that's
because one of them is resistance and support, and the other one is the big guy zeroing out people that have their stops in, and then the next one will be resistance and support, and then the next one after that is the big guys reversing price to take out stops again.
Yeah. Did I make a photo? Yeah. It's going for take profit too. I can't believe it. That would be a 30% trade. Fuck. There we go. Number 2. Fuck you.
Yep. It's almost it's right down at a support level. I'm hoping it breaks right through it. If it does, we're going down.
Yeah, now there is some. Okay, yeah, actually there is nothing in the way now. The moving average on the 4-hour was in the way, but this is well broken.
It's right at the bottom of one of my doji zones right now. It's wicking the bottom of it, a bullish zone. So hoping it'll go through here. Find out.
Well, on indices, this looks actually pretty good. I mean, you're doing mostly indices. That's why, I guess. But on Forex, in this lower time frame, I had very little luck. Success, not luck. The deal map looks so crazy. It went to both of my targets. Oh, unbelievable. I just made 16%.
Nice. Omega Man took off already, eh?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to make it through here. Looks like it's going to. Let's see what happens here. It's going to take out the stops right now.
I'm going to turn off this deal map. This is nobody's going to believe me that. 300% loss. Yeah, that is actually a good example. This made me a 40% drawdown, technically, because I just didn't had a setup yesterday. Maybe I should keep that to explain shit. There we go. Oh yeah, I wanted to make a one trade on a demo account where, like, all in 100% margin hedged, and then let it draw down much further than my account balance to make this example actually. It's like having like a 200% loss on the hedge. This is actually a good. I have to find some. Yeah, my next signal I'm gonna trade on a demo account. Trade against my next signal with full margin. Everything I can put on with 100% hedge, and then just let it run like 500 pips.
Omega Man.
So much for sleeping, huh?
Yeah, well, I had a bite to eat. I was watching something on on YouTube, looking at the $12.5 million Bugatti, and all of a sudden the alert started going off, and I looked and I said, "Oh, there we go."
I have to get into scalping, huh?
Oh, the order was already in.
Good day. That was why was returned from yesterday. How much volume was that?
It's just a matter of time, man. They just holding it. I was like, God, man, it's ridiculous.
Ah, but the Nikkei faked it really bad.
Yeah.
I think, what do you call it? Go away for a while and can't think. Kiwi dollar is going to probably drop next.
Oh yeah, I was looking at that this morning. There is also some quite good
huge ABC, and
there's
double
divergence supporting it. That is actually a very good idea.
Yep, divergence and confluence of resistance pivots. I mean, it's just
Maybe they'll do the Judas swing on that pair tonight.
This is just
free London.
This is just begging for it, basically.
Begging for it. No, it's just like
they like to do it.
Same thing. Path of least resistance, man. I mean, it's nothing but levels that have already been tagged above, and it needs to go down to monthly support, weekly support too, something, man. Shoot, just I don't know. 40 pips, 50 pips, something, I don't know. Who knows? Lately, these pairs move so friggin' slow. They make you lose your mind, thinking you're in the wrong direction.
Yeah, that 500-point drop on the Dow the other day, Mega Man, missed my limit sell order by about 15 points.
Wow.
It happens.
Yeah, what can you do, right?
Would have been awesome if I tagged it. Just taking my boy back to the airport, come home. Oh, would have been like a 23% trade. I'm like, oh, it would have been awesome. But no go.
No joy. Man, I'll tell you, it's two horrible pairs, man. Aussie CAD, Kiwi CAD. Just ridiculous, man. Well, at least now. They've trended nice in the past. Back in November. Man, that thing was just right up.
We've not seen the results as yet of the Chinese debt sales there, but if we see them in the next few minutes, we'll relay those to you.
They say North Korea is putting back together their nuclear test site.
That'll teach Trump.
They're just punking him, man.
Yeah, but he kind of deserves it anyway.
He does, man. He's too damn arrogant.
I mean, the nuclear power is the only thing Kim Jong-un has as leverage. So he's never gonna get
exactly, man.
I mean, he's a kid, but he's not stupid.
No, he's really not stupid. He's well educated. And his dad taught him how to hold on to power. Oh shoot.
I mean, the moment he flipped the switch, they're gonna like invade the next afternoon, something like that. This is, I mean, well, that was a nice one.
So Kiwi weakness.
Well, it took me 2 weeks, so 2 days, sorry, not 2 weeks.
What you got there, Doji? Oh.
Yeah, I'm done for the night.
Yeah,
Well,
ASEAN just crossed the moving average on the 4 hours. There's gonna be some reaction to it.
Man, CAD yen.
And what's the GDP? 827.
Octo.
Hello,
Hey, friggin' lurker.
that's me. How's life at the top?
The top of what?
Where did you say you went to? Monte Carlo? No. Where was it?
Monte Carlo. Nah, man. Costa Rica.
Close enough.
Close enough.
Sounds
Monte
fancy.
Carlo's far cry. That would be cool, man, to go see like one of those races, see the Grand Prix. But man, that's long money there. So all the jet setters all hang out there.
That's what I pictured.
Is jet setter still a thing?
Oh yeah, man, that'll always be a thing.
But these days you have to have your private plane.
Who sent me? Oh, Sheila. Oh God. Oh, Sheila. Marco. I was like, what is this thing he's talking about? Now I remember. You guys know what Marco Polo is?
I knew you game.
No, it's like a thing where you can video message or connect with somebody on your phone.
Oh yeah.
So this girl I used to date, she's living in Arizona now, and I guess she just sent me some kind of video message on Marco Polo, but I don't have it on my phone, so I'm gonna have to reinstall it real quick just to see what she's sending me. Kiwi dollar is a short. A molasses, slow moving escargot short.
That's gonna make a nice contrast to my 0 day yesterday. Oh, I didn't finish my blog. What time was it? $10:51.
Well, all right.
I can't believe it hit my second target. Ah, why crying around? Seriously, gotta search the cat. I'm back in a second.
Okay.
Okay, found it. Keep forgetting that this beast is actually seriously lazy.
And just a heads up, we've got more fixed income supply coming through at the bottom of this hour. Hong Kong is to sell around 600 million Hong Kong dollars worth of 2.02% coupon 15-year bonds. Well, now a PBOC official says that Bay Area can draw lessons from Brexit and the European Union. That's an official there from the Chinese central bank speaking.
What? How not to do things?
How not to do what?
You just said that they would take the Bay Area would take a lesson from Brexit and the European Union. Basically, they're saying that this is the way you don't do things.
What do you think about that? All that anyway. Just curious. I'm not gonna get into a debate. I'm just honestly curious.
I think a lot of people who are upset with politicians and society decided to vote on something they didn't understand. And
then we're on the same
our
page.
food costs 20% more now.
Yeah, well, every time I speak to somebody British, well, non-trader British, if I say the mistake was made letting the public decide about that, everybody gets upset because I said that. And this is actually the truth. It's like John Oliver made a very good example about going to the emergency room and the doctor gives you a voting. Do you want to remove the appendix? Yes, no.
Yeah, you did a good job with that roundup you showed us.
Yeah, but if you say no, I don't want to remove it, by the time you go back and forth with the doctor about it, probably your appendix bursts and you die.
Yeah, but this is actually exactly what happens with the UK right now. It's burst and they're gonna die.
Hey, you know, if you're gonna do something, just do it. Cut it off real quick, man. Don't goof around with it. Just get it over with, man.
Yeah, well, Brexit will hurt the economy. There is no question about that. The question is only how hard it will be. And making a no deal will be very, very hard.
Well, here's the thing. It's going to hurt, but in the long run, will it be beneficial? That's the real question. Yeah, it'll hurt for a while. You know, it's like if you have gangrene on your friggin' hand, is it going to hurt to chop it off? Yeah, it's going to hurt, but it's going to be, in the end, it's going to be, you know, the pain's going to be gone and you're going to be okay.
So is in the end in 25 years time?
I don't know, man. 25 years, 10 years, 20 years. I don't know.
I don't think it's gonna be done in 25 years. And besides, there's not only only economical things at stake. There are also political things and social things, like the Scotland issue. That is actually very serious.
Yeah, and the issue as far as like the fishing rights, man, where all the fishermen that used to fish those waters off the coast, man, can't even fish those waters because of the EU controls the whole thing. I mean, there's a lot of, you know, it's not just one issue. There's a myriad of it's a very complex you know, stay or go. There's a lot at stake for a lot of people.
Yeah,
Absolutely right.
what do you think about Octo? I don't know about the Scottish history. Was there actually an idea to unite Scotland?
You're not thinking about Ireland and the way that they transport goods across the country. You're definitely thinking of Scotland, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I heard that there were like tons.
Oh, sorry. I mean Ireland. Yeah. Sorry, my bad.
I heard there were tons of supplies, different types of goods that rot in the storehouse, man, because the EU has all types of friggin' red tape, man, to get through, and they give certain other countries preferential treatment for trade. So I don't know. I just heard that in a lot of different ways, man, the UK has been getting the short end of the stick.
Yeah, that's true. But what you just said sounds like Fox News. I mean, there is some truth to it, but this is the effect of Brexit. Sure, the European country is gonna be preferred. That's what the European Union is for.
Right,
That's
right. That's what a lot of people are pissed about. Is like, yeah, we joined this thing, man, and it's like we joined, and you're saying how it's good for us, but a lot of people were feeling we're getting, you know what I'm saying? They weren't feeling any kind of benefit from it, which is how the whole thing came about. But you know, I'm an outside, what do you call it? I'm an outside observer. So maybe you have a better.
I don't have a better opinion either, but
no, I'm talking about Octo.
Damn, that's a deep question on so many levels, so many different areas. One thing I think of is farmers being reliant on subsidies in the last, I guess, 15, 20 years from the EU to actually run their farms. So they
there you go.
Payouts. And that's suddenly going to go away. But at the same time, the demand for farmers and their food grown locally is going to jump because of importing things might be tough.
That's actually true.
Well, if you don't have,
but this is not something gonna cause some serious damage, because the UK government have to just continue subsidizing. It's just not money coming from the EU anymore. It's money coming from the UK government, and they cannot just pull the plug on stuff like that.
Well, you know, it's what do you call it? Self-determination is like at the heart of the whole Brexit thing, and there's a lot of people I think that don't want to get out of Brexit because they're friggin' they're getting greased, man. You know what I mean? They're gonna lose. You know, there's a lot. What SwingFish was talking about politically. There's some people, man, that I think it benefits them, and they don't care about the country as long as it benefits them. But I mean, if the UK can determine their own destiny as far as you know, trade and everything, that has to be of a benefit in the long run. I don't know if it's 25 years, Octo, but you know, just being able to not have to run everything through the EU, man, is going to be beneficial in the long run. That I think there's a lot of people that are fighting that because it's not going to benefit them politically.
It's a mess. I'm thinking about the price of food and the way that the farmers had their prices fixed, I guess, by the EU.
Yeah.
So now it's free reign. If we leave Europe, the rules are kind of off, and Yeah, I don't think the public are really going to benefit that much in the short term.
Oh, in the short term, this is gonna hurt like hell. That's for sure. There's no question about
Yeah,
that.
well, I mean, yeah, you have to undo something that you probably shouldn't have done in the first place. I mean, that's kind of like when I looked at it, and you know, I read a bunch of stuff and studied. I was like, man, why'd you put yourself in that position to begin with?
I kind of feel it was, well, that's a naughty thing to say on the live stream, but an expression of racism, because they were using the immigrant issue. They were saying that, you know, too many people coming into the country, so it just pulled on the strings of those people who were angry and hated the idea of immigrants coming in, taking their jobs.
Yeah,
And,
but in the UK, this is pretty much nonsense. I mean, total nonsense. In the EU, that's a different thing, but the UK is different about that stuff.
So it was kind of presented as this is costing us millions every year, and Brexit will help solve that problem.
Interesting.
We're a caring, sharing community with open arms to the world. Well, not anymore, obviously.
They keep it quiet here about how many refugees they bring in and where they're coming to. I mean, like, we get a bunch of them here in New Mexico. I don't really see very much of them. I think maybe some smaller communities or something, but I don't know. I think Trump slammed the brakes on all that, man. That was back when Obama was in office, man. They were letting hundreds of thousands of people come and resettle here in the United States. Not as many as like Germany and Belgium and, you know, the EU countries, man, were just like friggin' just come on, come on. It's crazy.
I watched a Vice video about a migrant, I think that's the right word, going to Canada. And they got the camp all set up. It's all nice and clean, and it kind of feels like, yeah, they're welcome. That, you know, they're interested in helping them out. Canada's got it right. It's like, if you can make it this far, then come and stay.
If you can make it, that's a long way, man. Yeah, if you can get here.
Everything's really nice. All the tents were clean, all the areas were clean, not many people there, and those who were there were well cared for, blankets, food, everything they need on hand.
Yeah, I heard they had some real, what was it, Italy had a lot of friggin' refugees showing up too. I don't know, man. Those are tough questions there, man. You know, it's all well and good until they start moving in right next to you.
That's the truth. There is something wrong with our society.
I don't want to hear any chanting. I don't
Gunshots.
Yeah, man. I don't want any goats running through my parking lot.
It's been an accumulating factor during the course of the session now, but we're seeing that sterling, or cable, to be specific, down by 0.32% in total.
Just find another target and OCN, but I'm not going to take this trade.
It's very much on the back of the setback we heard from Brussels. Both the UK's Attorney General Geoffrey Cox and the Brexit Minister Barclay are in Brussels for talks with Michel Barnier, the EU's chief negotiator over Brexit. And after more than 3 hours discussions yesterday, the meeting broke up without any agreement. As it's been reported, they are to reconvene on Wednesday.
Yeah, I exit too early. My target 2 is not hit yet.
but obviously it hasn't
know why
particularly
I
done
have the
sterling
wrong
any
trend
favours.
line there.
So right now we're seeing sterling down on cable
fuck.
basically down at 131.34. Compares to levels earlier we saw around about 131.
Yeah, friggin' man, cable was dropping, and then this morning, boom, slam, reversed on everybody. Dirty, dirty, dirty.
And it sort of compares with a peak just before those announcements were made from Brussels. So around about sort of 21.15, make that 21.30. We were up at 131.80, and it's been steadily.
Excuse me.
There is a target. Yeah.
The initial hit was.
All right, I wasn't wrong. Target 2 was
22.45, which is when the announcement was made that they had not managed to reach any agreement. And now
fuck, that would be a 40% trade.
It went up a little bit more afterwards, and came off again.
Man, that Brexit's just dragging on, though, ain't it?
I wonder if it'll happen, if it will actually happen at all, or if we'll just say sorry, didn't mean to. Can we have
stay, sir?
Actually, that is the only reasonable way out. But this will require some politicians getting wrecked. That's not gonna happen.
Well, what's interesting is the BBC comedy shows, the way they're now anti-Brexit, the way they're putting that into the society's humour, that it was a silly idea and we shouldn't have been put in that position in the first place. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that, man.
So, will Brexit actually happen?
Oh, that's looking good. Pound New Zealand, pound Kiwi, I mean.
I want the Queen to step in. Just have a final word. Slap them all.
Is that actually possible?
Off with their heads!
Man, isn't she Dottie by now? They haven't stuffed her yet?
That's right, we got an actress to step in if necessary.
Probably clone her, man, every freaking 6 months.
And we got the
like, yeah, somebody will do the math and be like, your queen's 146 years old?
And you are dead now. Yeah, is she actually able to do that?
Don't know.
I don't think so, man. I mean, that's crazy, man. She's almost like non-existent with this whole thing, huh?
Yeah, but that's the purpose of this royal democracy. We had it in Thailand here too, but if the king said something, that means that, I mean, it's not the law, but it becomes the law. Like,
I saw something about in Thailand where his sister trying to become the prime minister or something. He got pissed off and told her no, and she was like, okay.
Yeah, this was really strange, actually. I mean,
you know what I'm talking about,
right? You cannot do something like that. This is
and a bit of a weather report now.
I mean, she could at least call her brother and ask if that's okay or not.
Amber rainstorm warning.
Yeah, but hadn't he kind of exiled her, man? She's been living out of the country for years now.
Oh, that's another one, I think. I'm not so sure.
I try and keep up on a little bit of everything, man.
I mean, about the power of the crown in Thailand. If the late king said something, that's it. He just said it, and that's then happening like immediately. There was one example. There was one really good example. He, like 10 years ago or 15 years ago, this was still at the time where everybody was smoking everywhere, and then he just said something, and then he mentioned, like, casually on the sideline, said, That is actually not nice of you if you smoke on a bus stop where non-smoking people are hanging around. And then the next day I walk to the bus stop and nobody's smoking.
Oh, damn. Wow, that's some serious power there. That shit won't fly here in the US. That's because we don't have royalty. We have some Trump. They just thumb their nose at his ass. So Octo.
Yeah.
So are you you'd like to just stay with the EU?
Anything that screws with my trading is a bad idea. You know, anything that means the financial centre moves away from London is fucked up.
Why?
So,
we just have our high hour 1 hour earlier when Frankfurt opens. It's no difference for us.
I was gonna say, man, I didn't even really consider that. Would it make some kind of difference to trading?
No.
Do tax-free.
Everything just happened 1 hour earlier. That's it.
Oh, we've got some good tax laws.
You guys got those,
you know, this is
what do you
gonna
call
change
those
in
accounts?
German.
Spread betting, tax-free accounts.
No,
Yeah.
if the big boys come to Frankfurt, they're gonna say there are two ways we're gonna do that. One way we're gonna get tax breaks, or we're gonna go to Belize or whatever. Okay, not Belize. That's a bad example. They have terrible internet.
Well, Belize gives tax breaks.
Yeah, but they have no infrastructure. They cannot serve a financial center like the city or like Frankfurt. It's just not possible. They don't have the infrastructure to do it.
It's like a banana republic.
After a fairly steady session and a half, really, from the Kiwi dollar, we now see it's coming off a bit. Right now, it's moved around 0.52% on the day. That's south.
You know, my thing with
that's Kiwi dollar against the US dollar. Right now, it's at 67.56. It compares with around 67.66 a few minutes back. It has been actually pretty steady since the early hours of March the 5th. If you remember, there was a move there in the currency, dropped from above 68 down to around 67, 66, and it's then stayed very solidly at that sort of level throughout the European session yesterday and into much of the Asia Pacific session today. And it's just now in the last few minutes that the Kiwi dollar has come off further. It is very much a technical thing, having already broken below the 68 handle. But as there's no particular news flow through, we're keeping an eye on it, obviously, and if we see anything, we'll advise it. And obviously, we equally invite our listeners to contribute if they feel that they've got something they can say about this. But as I say, that at the moment, the Kiwi dollar there just coming in at 67.56 against the US dollar.
he just said a whole lot of, what did he say?
Kiwi went up, but this is a technical reason.
You said it, what he said a lot quicker, man. So what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So with these signals, it's always like a head scratcher. Like, do you take your 15, 20 pips, or do you just wait with London for continuation? It's always a.
Oh no, I never do that. I got burned so many times. Fuck that.
He says, "Oh no, I never do that. I just take that shit."
You can fuck around with somebody else. This shit is still going down. How's the end? That would be a 40% trade by now.
I told you.
Yes, you did. And I'm trading a new account. That would be really impressive.
That would be a real nice jump start, huh?
Yeah. But that's maybe maybe not such a good idea anyway.
Ah, shh.
Like if I rock him 40%, then they're gonna expect that every day.
Yeah, you set the bar too high. Well, gentlemen, I believe I am about ready for some shut-eye. At least make the attempt.
Nice to be back.
Hey, thank you. It's kind of you to say, mate.
All right, geezer.
I'm gonna quickly make the review. We'll be back in a second. I have to think about what I'm supposed to say. Alright. Alright, quick trading day today. Honestly, I'm not so sure how to explain all that. Well, there was Australian GDP, which finally made Australian dollar Japanese yen break out below this 4-hour support here. And yeah, price went pretty fast down. Let's just make that a little bit bigger. Price went pretty fast down, and as it stopped, I closed the hedge and scaled in on the pullback, like I usually do. This is just a much larger range, but in theory everything is the same. Closing the trade here was about a 40% loss, and I exit on the first support, which was take profit 1. And here is take profit 2, which is already broken below, making about a 16% or so profit. 62% profit actually. Altogether, making a 16.121% profit for today. Well, and for yesterday, because I entered this trade yesterday already. And held the hedge because I had no way of getting out of it. The big numbers are not really that scary. That is just because the position was hedged for quite some time, and it has substantial drawdown in a matter of pips. But as you can see, I hedged it very, very early, so there was no real loss to the equity. Just in the moment I closed the trade, I had a substantial loss on the balance. Yeah, I'm kind of angry that I didn't go for the second target. I actually made this trend line afterwards. Just on this window here. this one I actually had here for several days already, and this was my original target too. But yeah, I went out early because the position is too big. So yeah, that's it for today. Pretty great day actually. Yeah, so have a nice day. Looks like my sound is messed up. I guess I should do that again. Yeah, let's do that again. Alright, second try. Yes, I'm still new to this kind of stuff. Anyway, I had a hedge trade from this morning. Yes, this morning, sorry. I meant yesterday. You can see here I bought it and hedged it like almost immediately. This was just a 3 pip distance. I had no real way to get out of the trade because of this support here, and the range was just too small to make some to safely get the money back. Let's put it that way. So I hold it overnight. It's hedged, so it makes no big difference. And then today was the GDP numbers came up from the Australian dollar, which caused it pretty deep to drop. So that means this 4-hour support here was broken, and when price stopped moving, I closed the hedge position, the buy position, and scaled in on the pullback like I do it every day. This is just a much larger range, but technically it's the same thing. And then just take profit at the next support, which would be here. I also have had this line. I made this line actually later, but I do have this on my control chart here, like since over a week. And this was my take profit too. But yeah, well, that didn't happen because the position was a little bit too big to play around. So I went just out. And besides that, this trade made me 16.121%, so this was pretty good actually. Anyway, so that was it for today. I'm gonna take the money and run, basically. Have a good day and talk in the trading room.